Hello dear students, in this video I am going to explain all the numerical problems from your chapter Moving Charges and Magnetism. Please watch the full video without skipping any numerical problems because every numerical problems are important for your annual exam as well as for your competitive exams. So please watch the full video. The first question is, a circular coil of wire consisting of 100 turns, each of radius 8.0 cm carries a current of 0.40 amps. What is the magnitude of the magnetic field B at the center of the coil? Okay, so this question belongs to the derivation of magnetic field due to the circular current loop. You might have seen this derivation. This type of diagram is there in your textbook. So if this is the radius R, at the center O we want to find. Okay, in the textbook, in the derivation it is given as X. This distance as X. Okay, we want to find what is the magnetic field at the center of the coil. Okay, at the center of the coil. The equation is B equal to mu naught I by 2R. Okay, so this equation we have to use. Then you can simplify this equation because we don't know the value of mu naught. Therefore, just multiply and divide by 2 pi. Just multiply and divide by 2 pi. So what you get? You will get mu naught by 4 pi. Mu naught by 4 pi. Okay, so you will get this reduced form, mu naught by 4 pi. Then the remaining things are I 2 pi by R. Okay, this is for a single turn. For multiple turns you can multiply with n. If there are number of turns means you can multiply with n. So that is the equation we are going to use. Okay, so this is the equation we are going to use, this equation. That is mu naught by 4 pi into 2 pi n I by, here the radius is given as A. The radius is A. Clear? So this is the reduced form of the equation. Okay, now write the given things. The current is 0.40 amps. Then what is the radius? Radius is 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter. So when you solve the problem, you have to convert it into SI units. The centimeter is converted into meter. That is 8 by 100. Okay, you can write as 0.08 meter, or you can write it as 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay, like this also you can write. So now the next thing is only to substitute. So just substitute the values, you will get the answer. Okay, what is the value of mu naught by 4 pi? That is 10 to the power of minus 7. Okay, so then you have 2 pi. So then n, what is n? Number of turns 100. Then what is the current? I equal to 0.40. Then radius. Okay, don't get confused. So we have mentioned here as A is the radius, 0.08. So when you solve it, you will get the value as 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay, what is the unit of magnetic field? That is. Now let us consider the question number 4.2. A long straight wire carries a current of 35 amps. What is the magnitude of the field B at 0.20 centimeter from the wire? So in this problem, we have to consider a long straight wire. So we need to find what is the magnetic field from this long straight wire at the distance 20 centimeter. Okay, 20 centimeter from this long straight wire. So we have to draw a Amperian circuit. Amperian circuit. So what is the length of this circuit? That is 2 pi. If the radius is A means that is nothing but 20 centimeter. We can write A or 2 pi r. So according to Ampere circuit law, so what is the equation? B dot dl equal to integral B dot dl equal to integral B dot dl equal to mu naught I. Clear? So what is the total length? Total length. So that is, you will get B into 2 pi A. That is circumference. Okay, 2 pi A equal to, or 2 pi R. You can write 2 pi R equal to mu naught I. Clear? So or B equal to mu naught by 2 pi R or 2 pi A you will get. Okay. So what is the equation? B equal to mu naught I by 2 pi into A or R. Here A is radius. So now just convert this equation as mu naught by 4 pi. What you have to do? Divide and multiply by 2. Divide and multiply by 2. So you will get this equation mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by A. Okay, so this is the equation we have to use in this problem. Okay, that is mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by A. What is A? A is the radius. Okay, now write the given things. Okay, what and all given? The current, the 35 amps is the current, it carries the current. Then we want to find what is the magnetic field B we want to find. Then the distance or the radius is given, that is A equal to 20 centimeter. So 20 centimeter convert into meter. So 20 by 100. 20 by 100 is nothing but 0 cancels, that is 0.2 meter. 0.2 meter. Or you can write it as 20 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Clear? Then just substitute. So we know the mu naught by 4 pi value. So that is 10 to the power of minus 7. What is the value of mu naught by 4 pi? That is 10 to the power of minus 7 into 2 into current, that is I, 35, by the radius, that is 0.2. When you solve, you will get 3.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. What is the unit of magnetic field? That is Tesla. You have to mention the unit in every numerical problems. In every answers, you have to mention the unit. The question number is 4.3. A long straight wire in the horizontal plane carries a current of 50 amps. In the north to south direction, give the magnitude and direction of B at a point 2.5 meter east of the wire. So here, a long straight wire in the horizontal plane carries a current 50 amps in the north to south direction. Okay, if this is a wire, if you read the poles, this is north and south, the current is in the direction of north to south. Okay, give the magnitude and direction of magnetic field B at a point 2.5 meter east of the wire. Okay, if this is the east, then this is west. You need to find what is the magnetic field at this point. Okay, you have to find what is the magnetic field at this point. That is the distance 2.5 meter. Once again, you can draw the Amperean circuit. Okay, so what is the length of this circuit? That is 2 pi R or 2 pi. If you consider the radius as A, that is 2 pi A. Okay, so in the you have studied in the problem 4.2, the same type of problem this is. So you can use the equation, the same equation you can use as I explained in the earlier numerical problem. So that is, the equation is mu naught by 4 pi into 2I by A. The current is given, that is 50 amps. Then the radius is given, that is 0.25 meter, that is 2.5 meter. You can convert it into, okay, it is given in the terms of meter only. The radius is given in terms of meter only, no need of conversion. So just substitute. Okay, So this is the direct substitution, direct question this one. So just substitute mu naught by 4 pi. What is the value of mu naught by 4 pi? That is 10 to the power of minus 7. Then write 2 as it is. What is the current? 50 amps. Then what is the radius? 2.5. So when you solve, you will get 4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Tesla. Okay, this is how we can solve. Then now we want to find the direction of magnetic field. We want to find direction of magnetic field. So just remember the given the diagram. Okay, whatever the diagram I have written in earlier case, just remember. So this is the direction of current from north to south. Okay, north to south. So if you remember the right hand thumb rule, okay, I will draw the right hand thumb. If you hold the current carrying wire in this manner, okay, so this is your thumb shows the direction of the current. That is from north to south. Okay, north to south. Then the curled finger, okay, will show the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, that is the direction of magnetic field is how? That is in the direction of east showing outward. Okay, so this is how your finger is curled. Okay, so this is the direction of magnetic field B. Okay, just see the answer. Right hand thumb rule tells us that for a current in the north to south direction, the magnetic field at a point due to east of the wire will be outward direction. Okay, let us see the question number 4.4. A horizontal overhead power line carries a current of 90 amps in the east to west direction. What is the magnitude and direction of the magnetic field due to the current 1.5 meter below the line? So see the question once again. A horizontal overhead power lines carries a current of 90 amps. In which direction? East to west direction. If you draw a wire, the diagram for the wire like this. Okay, so this is east, this is west, then this is north, this is south. Okay, clear. So now, what is the direction of the current? That is east to west, like this. The current flows in this direction. Okay. Now, what is the given current? That is 90 amps. At what distance we have to find out? At the distance 1.5 meter. Once again, we can use Ampere circuit law equation. If this is the wire at 1.5 meter distance, we want to find the magnetic field B. So draw the Ampere circuit. So then what is the length of the Ampere circuit? That is the circumference, that is 2 pi. If the radius is taken as A, means that is 2 pi A. If you take it as R, means that is 2 pi R. Okay, so once again you can use the same equation as you studied in 4.3 and 4.2. Okay, the same equation, mu naught by 4 pi into 2 I by A. How you got it? So we have BL or B into 2 pi R equal to mu naught I. Okay, so here L is the total length of the Ampere circuit, that is you can write it as 2 pi A or 2 pi R, or B equal to mu naught I by 2 pi R. Just divide and multiply by 2, you will get this equation. Okay, you can take radius as A. So this is the equation you have to use. Then direct substitution. So what is the value of mu naught by 4 pi? 10 to the power of minus 7. Then write 2 as it is. Then what is the current? That is 90 amps. Then what is the radius? It is given in terms of meter only, that is 1.5 meter. Okay, so when you solve it, you will get 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 5. What is the unit of magnetic field? That is Tesla. The unit for magnetic field is Tesla. Now we need to find the direction of the current. So just remember the diagram. So this is the direction of east, west. Current flows from which direction? East to west. Okay, if you draw a right hand thumb rule like this, if you hold the current carrying wire like this, okay, your curved or curled finger shows the direction of, if this is north, this is south, means it shows in the direction of south. Okay, your curled finger shows the direction of south. That means the magnetic field is outward direction of the south, outward direction of the south. Okay, so that one you have to mention at last. So see the explanation. Right hand thumb rule tells that the current, for a current east to west direction, the direction of the magnetic field at point below the line will be towards south. The question number is 4.5. What is the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length on a wire carrying a current of 8 amps and making an angle of 30 degree with the direction of uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla? Okay, so we need to find what is the magnetic force per unit length. Okay, so we want to find magnetic force per unit length, the length equal to 1 here. Okay, so length equal to 1, we need to find force per unit length. So the current carrying wire is kept in the magnetic field, then what the force it will experience, how much force will experience. This is the wire we have kept in the magnetic field. So what is the direction of the magnetic field with that the wire or length of the wire? That is 30 degree. Okay, just write the given things. We have the current, that is 8 amps, then angle is given by 30 degree. So with the uniform magnetic field, it is given as B equal to 0.15 Tesla. So we know the equation, F equal to I into, F equal to I into L cross B. Okay, so this is the equation you have in your textbook. We can write this equation as ILB sin theta, or BIL sin theta. So what is theta here? That's the angle between L and B. Okay, that is 30 degree, L and B. So next is very simple, just substitute the given values, you will get the result. Okay, so what is the magnetic field B? So B is 0.15 Tesla. Then what is the current? That is I equal to 8 amps. Then what is L? L equal to, you know, that is per unit length. Unit means 1. Instead of L, you can substitute 1. Then what is the angle? 30. You can use the sine function, sine 30. You know, sine 30 is 1 by 2 or 0.5. That is 0.5. So when you solve, you will get this result, 0.6. Then what is the unit? What is the unit? So they have asked force per unit length. That is F by L. So what is the unit? Newton per meter. Okay, Newton per meter is the unit for this question, this answer. Okay. Consider the question number 4.6. A 3.0 centimeter wire carrying a current of 10 amps. It is placed inside the solenoid perpendicular to its axis. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by 0.27 Tesla. What is the magnetic force on the wire? So to understand this problem, you have to draw one diagram like this. Consider a solenoid. Okay, so what is axis? The line passing through the center is known as axis. Normally in the solenoid, if current I flows, means what is the direction of magnetic field? The magnetic field will be confined inside only. Okay, so in this problem, so they have kept the current carrying wire. How much current it carries? It carries 10 amps. It carries 10 amps of current, which is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field or the axis. Then we should know the angle between the length of the wire L and the B is 90 degree. Okay, so here if this is the L, then this is the direction of B, then what is the angle? That is 90 degree. Okay, so once we get the angle, we can find what is the how much force the wire will experience, the current carrying wire will experience. Okay, we can find out. So that is the equation what we used in the last numerical problem also. The same equation we can use here. The given things are I equal to 10 amps, the current, the magnetic field is 0.27 Tesla, then what is the length? That is 3 centimeter. Just convert it into meter in this way, that is 3 by 100, that is 0.03 meter, or you can write it as 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay, or you can write it as 3 by 100. Okay, like this also you can write. Then what is the angle? So we found this using the diagram, that is theta equal to 90 degree. Now we can use the equation, the force equal to BIL sin theta. You know the general equation, F equal to I into L cross B. So cross product is sin theta will get, that is ILB sin theta or BIL sin theta. Now just substitute. What is B? 0.27. Then what is current? That is I equal to 10. Then we need L. So what is the length? That is 0.03 meter. Then sin theta. What is theta? 90 degree. So we know sin 90 is 1. So when you solve the problem, you will get this much answer. So here we found only the force. So then what is the unit? That is Newton. Consider the question number 4.7. A two long and parallel straight wires A and B carrying a current of 8.0 amps and 5.0 amps in the same direction are separated by a distance of 4 centimeter. Estimate the force on 10 centimeter section of the wire A. Consider two long straight wires, parallel wires. So these are the parallel wires which carries the current in the same direction. If this is IA, or I1, so this is I2 or IB. So what is the distance between them? So it is given by 4 centimeter. Okay, 4 centimeter. So they have mentioned here the distance between the two wires are 4 centimeter. Okay, so these are the two wires. So what is the current in the wire A? That is 8 amps. So here 8 amps flows. What is the current in the second wire? That is in the wire B, 5.0 amps. 5 amps flows in this second wire. What is the distance between them? That is 4 centimeter distance between them. We need to find what is the force on 10 centimeter section of the wire A. Okay, how much force? Okay, what is the length of this section? That is 10 centimeter. How much force it will experience due to the current B? Okay, you should know the general equation. Due to the parallel currents, that is FAB equal to mu naught by 2 pi into IA IB by D into L. Okay, so if you know this equation, you can solve directly. So just write this equation as mu naught by 4 pi. How you can write? Just divide and multiply by 2. Okay, so what you will get? So 2 here you will get 4. Okay, so you will get the general equation as mu naught by 4 pi into 2 IA IB by D into L. Okay, so IA is the first current, IB is the second current, D is the distance between the two wires, L is the section of the wires. Okay, if you substitute, you will get, you can solve very easily. So here the solution, the first current IA or I1 is 8 amps and the second current I2 or IB is 5 amps, and the distance between them, it is given as R, or you can write it as D. Okay, so that is 4 centimeter converted into meter, that is 0.04 meter. Okay, so first you can find the force. Then you can multiply with that cross section, the section of the length. That's mu naught by 4 pi into 2 IA or I1 into I2 by the distance, and also you can multiply with L, or you can multiply with L. Okay, so there is no problem. Just substitute. What is the value of mu naught by 4 pi? That is 10 to the power of minus 7. Then 2 as it is. What is the first current? That is 8. What is the second current? 5. What is the distance between them? 0.04. So how much you will get? That is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Newton per meter. That is force per unit length equation, this one. Finally, you can multiply with L. Okay, you can multiply with L here. That is 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter is nothing but 10 by 100. You will get 0.1 meter. Okay, so you can substitute here. The final answer will be 2 into the power of minus 5 Newton. Okay, what is the nature of the force? You know, the parallel current attract. Okay, then finally you can write attractive. That is the nature of the force. You know, the parallel current attracts, anti-parallel current repels. Consider the question number 4.8. A closely wound solenoid 80 centimeter long has 5 layers of woundings of 400 turns each. The diameter of the solenoid is 1.8 centimeter. If the current carried is 8.0 amps, estimate the magnitude of the B. B means magnetic field inside the solenoid near its center. So this question is of solenoid. You know the equation for solenoid, that is B equal to mu naught N I. Clear? So what is N? That is number of turns per unit length. What is N? That is number of turns per unit length. I is the current. See, we know the we have to find magnetic field B. Okay, so we don't know the N. So what is N? Number of turns per unit length. How much turns it has? That is N equal to total turns by total length. We have to use this equation. That is the number of turns per unit length. Okay, what is the total turns? See the question once again. The total length is 80 centimeter long. Clear? Has 5 layers of woundings of 400 turns each. The first layer has how much woundings? That is 400. In the same manner, it has 5 layers. 1, 2, then so this is 3, then this is 4, then okay, so this is fifth turns. Each turn has 400. So how much turns it has? It is having this much, 400 into 5, that is 2000 turns. So N equal to 2000 turns, because each layer has 400 turns into 5 layers, you will get 2000. Okay, so once you get N, you can find small n, that is number of turns per unit length. So this is the total number of turns, 2000. What is the total length? That is 80 centimeter is nothing but 0.8 meter. Okay, 0.8 meter. So that you can find the n value. Okay, that is 2000 by 0.8. Once you get this value, you can solve it very easily. Okay, you can solve it very easily. See here. So we have this equation b equal to mu naught ni, b equal to mu naught ni. So to find the mu naught value, so we have this equation mu naught by 4 pi is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 7. Okay, therefore we can write mu naught as 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. We can write like that. Okay, so instead of mu naught, you can write 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Okay, what is the number of turns per unit length? You got 2500 into what is the current? Current is given as 8 amps. So when you substitute, you will get the answer. That is 2.51 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla. So this is the magnetic field due to this solenoid. Consider the question number 4.9. A coil of side 10 centimeter consists of 20 turns and carries a current of 12 amps. The coil is suspended vertically and normal to the plane of the coil makes an angle of 30 degree with the direction of uniform horizontal magnetic field of magnitude 0.80 Tesla. What is the magnitude of the torque experienced by the coil? We want to find the torque. Okay, torque due to the coil is given by tau equal to NIAB sin theta. NIAB sin theta. Okay, NIAB sin theta. So this is the equation we have to use. So see the question once again. The square of coil. What is the shape of the coil? Square, which is suspended vertically. Okay, with the side. What is the side? What is the length and breadth? That is both are 10 centimeter only because it is a square. Consists of how many turns? It has 20 turns. Okay, number of turns will be 20 like this. It has 20 turns. Okay, 20 turns. What is the current flowing in it? That is 12 amps. The current flowing in the coil is 12 amps. Then what the angle it makes with the magnetic field? If this is the direction of uniform magnetic field, then the coil which makes an angle, its plane makes an angle 30 degree with the magnetic field. Its plane makes an angle 30 degree with the magnetic field, that is theta equal to 30 degree. So we got theta, that is 30 degree. Then simply use the equation, that is tau equal to NBIA sin theta. NBIA sin theta. So given is current 12 amps. What is the total number of turns? 20. What is the magnetic field? 0.80 Tesla. What is the angle? 30 degree. Then what is the area here? Area is the one side of the square is 10 centimeter, other side is 10 centimeter. What is the formula? L into L for the square. That is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. How much will get? 100 into 10 to the power of minus 4. That is the area of the this coil. Okay, so our 100 centimeter square is nothing but 110 to the power of minus 4 meter square. So you should know how to convert the centimeter square into meter square. It is very simple. The one side is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. The other side is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, this is how we convert into meter. That is 100 into 110 to the power of minus 4 meter square, that is the area. Now the only thing is to substitution, that is n value. What is n value? 20. What is b? 0.80. Then what is the area is given 110 to the power of minus 4. Then current is given 12 into the angle is 30 degrees, sin 30. You know sin 30 is 1 by 2 or 0.5. Okay. So when you substitute, you will get the answer as 0.9696. What is the unit? What is the unit of torque, magnetic torque? Newton meter. So because in the first view only you have studied torque equal to R cross F. Torque equal to R cross F. Okay. So R is that is the distance, that is meter, then F is the Newton. So you can use this unit, that is Newton meter. Okay. The question number is 4.10. Two moving coil meters M1 and M2 have the following particulars. So the resistance of the first one is 10 ohm. Number of turns is 30. The area is A1 is 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter square. Then magnetic field in that coil is 0.25 Tesla. Similarly for the second moving coil meter, so we have these readings. R2 equal to 14 ohm, N2 number of turns is 42. The area is 1.8 in 10 to the power of minus 3 meter square, and the magnetic field is B2 is 0.50 Tesla. Okay, so what we want to find out? So here the spring constants are identical for the 2 meters. So they have given the spring constant for both is same, that is K. Okay, that is K1 equal to, you can write it as K2. The spring constants are same. So we need to find determine the ratio of current sensitivity, that is current sensitivity phi by I. We want to find phi by I, current sensitivity, and voltage sensitivity, that is phi by V. We need to find these two ratios, that is ratios of M2 by M1. Okay, current sensitivity of second one by first one, that is M2 by M1, or you can write it as M2 is to M1, like this you can write. So we know the equation for current sensitivity. We should know the current sensitivity. This equation phi by I equal to NBA by K. Okay, so this equation we should remember. What is the equation for current sensitivity? N phi by I equal to NBA by K. What is N? Number of turns. B is the magnetic field. A is the area. K is the constant. Okay, spring constant. So we need to find this ratio M2 by M1, current sensitivity of meter M2 by current sensitivity of meter M1. Okay, so just divide these two equations. So what is the equation for M2? You can write it as N2 B2 A2 by K2. Clear? N2 B2 A2 by K2. The whole by for meter 1. Okay, so when you divide, you will get the reciprocal of this term, that is what you get, N1 B1 A1 upon, so that is K1. So when you reciprocal, you will get K1 by N1 B1 A1. So like this, the first one is N2 B2 A2 by K2 all divided by N1 B1 A1 by K1. You can write it as in this form. Clear? So now what is K1 and K2? Both are equal. It get cancelled each other. Therefore, you will get N2 B2 A2 by N1 B1 A1. If you use this equation, you can solve the problem very easily like this. Okay, just substitute and solve the problem. So N2 is 42 turns B2 is 0.50 Tesla, and what is the A2? They have given 1.8 into the power of minus 3. Okay, then what is the N1? That is 30 number of turns. What is B1? 0.25. What is A1? That is the area of the first coil, 3.6 into the power of minus 3. If you solve, you will get 1.4. Okay, since both the terminals are same, means you will get no unit for this. Clear? That is the ratio. Okay, so similarly we need to find the voltage sensitivity ratio. We need to find the voltage sensitivity, the ratio of voltage sensitivity. So we should know the equation for voltage sensitivity. Okay, that is phi by V. So voltage sensitivity is phi by V. Okay, so similarly in the previous section we got current sensitivity. What is that? Phi by I. Okay, so just multiply with R. What is this? So this is nothing but V. Okay, therefore we can write this equation as phi by IR. That is nothing but NBA by K into R. You will get once again R. Okay, understood? So what is phi by I? We already got NBA by K. Just multiply both the denominator by R. So this is nothing but V. That is phi by V is nothing but, this is nothing but phi by V. So phi by V is nothing but phi by IR, nothing but NBA by K into R. Okay, so now it is very simple to find the ratios, that is M2 by M1. So how? The same thing what we did in the previous one. Okay, so for M2, what we have? N2 B2 A2 by K2 R2 whole divided by equation for M1. So it gets reciprocaled. So that is N1 B1 A1. Okay, so in the denominator you will get K1 by R1. When you reciprocal, just multiply it. Okay, so now K1 and K2 are same. It is given in the numerical problem. Okay, in the question itself. So it get cancelled each other. Therefore your equation reduces as like this. That is N2 B2 A2 by R2. Okay, and R1 by N1 B1 A1. So you will get this equation. Okay, this equation like this. Then we know all the values. We know N2 V2 B2 A2 R1. Everything we know. Just substitute and just simplify, you'll get the answer. Okay, they have substituted. Just substitute all the values for N2 B2 A2. This is A2, this is R1. Similarly N1 B1 A1, this is R2. Okay, you will get the answer as 1. Consider question number 4.11. In a chamber of uniform magnetic field of 6.5 Gauss, that is 1 Gauss equal to 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. You should remember this value, 1 Gauss equal to 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. You have to convert it into SI units, that is in the terms of Tesla. See, in a chamber, a uniform magnetic field, it is given by 6.5 Gauss, is maintained. An electron is shot into the field with the speed of 4.8 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second, where normal to the field. Explain why the path of the electron is circle. Determine the radius of the circular orbit. So let us assume this is the magnetic field which is into the paper or into your screen, which is normal to your screen. Okay, so now the electron is shot normal to this magnetic field. Okay, normal to the magnetic field, electron is shot in this way. Okay, then what is the angle between the magnetic field and the velocity v? That is 90 degree. Okay, so according to thumb rule, if so right hand screw rule. Okay, it is clear that the force will be, so force will be normal to this plane, normal to these two vectors, that is v as well as b. Okay, normal to this vector, this is the force. Okay, this force, what it makes, it drags the electrons in a circular path. Okay, always the force will be directed towards the center, force will be directed towards the center. Okay, so that electron execute a circular path, clear. So because when the both the fields, that is both the vectors, when b and v are perpendicular to each other, then the force will be always normal to that two vectors, so that the electron execute a circular path. Okay, just to see this definition, when electron moves normal to the direction of magnetic field, it experiences force which is normal to both its direction of motion and direction of the magnetic field. This force provides centripetal force to the electron and makes it to move along the circular path. Okay, so clear. So therefore, in this equation, in this problem, okay, we should know this equation. Okay, when the electron moves in a circular path, the centripetal force is provided by magnetic force. Centripetal force is provided by magnetic force. What is centripetal force? That is mv square by r. mv square by r, that is the centripetal force, where r is the radius. Okay, v is its velocity, m is the mass. Here they have short the electron, so that you can write me, that is the mass of the electron. Okay, in your textbook you have this equation, mv square by r equal to q into vb, or qvb sin theta, or q into vb. Okay, because the angle is 90 degree. Here see, q into v cross b, that is qvb sin theta, Okay, what is the angle between v and b? They have given, both are normal, that is sin 90. Sin 90 is 1, so you'll get qvb only. So centripetal force is provided by magnetic force, that is qvb. Okay, what is q? That is the charge. Here q is nothing but charge on the electron. Clear? So you can write this equation, the centripetal force mv square by r equal to E, that is the charge, that is nothing but q, then this is the velocity v, then this is the magnetic field. You can use this equation. Okay, so now everything is given, we have to find r. So very simple, then just rearrange the equation and get the answer. Okay, so what is r? R is nothing but, you have to bring it to the denominator. Okay, so that r equal to mv square by bev. Okay, so here v square is there, 1v is there, it get cancelled, therefore mv by be. Okay, here just here me is the single term, this is the mass of the electron. Okay, don't cancel with e, that is the charge, you have to multiply the charge. Okay, so see here, what is the mass of the electron? You should know this value, 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Okay, so velocity is given, they have given in the question itself. Okay, magnetic field, so they have given 6.5 Gauss, you have to convert it into Tesla, you have to multiply with 10 to the power of minus 4. Then what is E? That is charge on the electron, you should know, 1.6 in 10 to the power of minus 19 Coulomb. Okay, when you substitute, so you'll get 4.2 in 10 to the power of minus 2. What are you going to find out? The radius. What is the unit of the radius? That is meter. Okay, or also you can express as 4. Question number is 4.12. It is a continuation of the previous question, that is in the exercise 4.11. obtain the frequency of revolution of the electron in its circular orbit. Okay, we want to find out the frequency. Does the answer depend on the speed of the electron? Explain. So it is a continuation of the previous exercise, that is 4.11. So how to find the frequency? How to find the frequency? So we know frequency, that is nu. Okay, frequency nu is nothing but 1 by the reciprocal of the time period, 1 by t. Okay, so 1 by t. If the object covers one round or one circle or one rotation, so what is the total distance it covered? That is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So what is velocity? V equal to distance traveled by time taken. Here the total time taken in one revolution is time period. So V equal to 2 pi r by t. Okay, V equal to 2 pi r by t, or t equal to 2 pi r by v. T equal to 2 pi r by v. You can substitute t equal to 2 pi r by v. Okay, just a reciprocal on right, that is v by 2 pi r. Okay, but in the previous section we got the equation for radius. What is the radius? That is MEV by BE. Okay, you got in the previous problem only. That is R equal to mass of the electron by magnetic field into charge. Magnetic field into charge. Okay, that is by R. When you substitute here, it gets reciprocal, that is MEV. Okay, that is BE. So you get this equation. Clear? So both we get cancelled here. So the final equation is like this. This is the final equation. Nu equal to B into E by 2 pi ME. Okay, what is B? Magnetic field. What is E? Charge. What is ME? Mass of the electron. Okay, when you substitute, okay, you know all the values in the problem itself. When you substitute, you get the frequency. So just substitute. Magnetic field is 6.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Convert Gauss into Tesla. Then what is E? What is E? That is a charge, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 Coulomb. Okay, then just you can substitute 2 into pi value, that is 22 by 7 or 3.142. You can substitute that one. Then what is the mass of the electron? That is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. You will get this value, 1.82 into 10 to the power of minus 7. 10 to the power of plus 7. What is the unit of frequency? That is hertz. Okay, this is the frequency, not velocity. Okay, this is nu, not v. V is the velocity, nu is the frequency. Just see the symbol. Okay, so in some cases they can write it as a f also. So that is the frequency. Nu is the frequency. Okay. So in the question they asked whether the frequency depends on the velocity. Whether the frequency depends on the velocity. No. In this equation, what is nu? Nu is nothing but B by 2 pi ME. Okay, here there is no velocity term. In this equation there is no velocity term. Therefore your frequency, the frequency is not depend on v, not depend on velocity. Okay, so in this equation there is no velocity term. Therefore frequency is not depend on the velocity. Clear? So you have to write it finally as answer. From the equation 1, it can be observed that frequency of revolution of the electron is independent of its speed. Okay, the frequency is independent of its speed. It does not depend on its speed. So dear students, this is the last question from your chapter Moving Charges and Magnetism. The question number is 4.13a. A circular coil of 30 turns and the radius 8.0 centimeter carrying a current of 6.0 amps is suspended vertically in a uniform horizontal magnetic field. Its magnitude is given by 1.0 Tesla. The field lines makes an angle 60 degree with the normal of the coil. calculate the magnitude of the counter torque that must be applied. Okay, so they have given a circular coil which is suspended vertically, which makes an angle 30 degree with the magnetic field B. Okay, it's normal to the plane. This is a normal to the plane which makes an angle 30 degree with the magnetic field. So we need to find out how much counter torque must be applied, okay, from its rotating. Okay, so what is the magnetic torque it would experience? So first we have to find out that one. So tau equal to NIAB, okay, NIAB sin theta, NIAB sin theta. So this is the general equation you have to use. What is N? That it is the number of turns, N. Okay, you can substitute here in the place of N. What is I? That is the current, 6.0 amps. What is the area? So here, see here, area, we don't know the area. The shape of the coil is circular. So what is the area of the circle? That is pi r square. That is area. Okay, you can find out the area. That is 3.14 into what is the radius? That is 8.0 centimeter, converted into meter, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square, because r square is here. So you will get the area. Once you get the area, you can easily find out the torque. Tau equal to N number of turns, I is the current, B is the magnetic field. It is given as 1.0 Tesla. Then area into NIAB. Sin theta. So sin 60 degree. What is sin 60? That is root 3 by 2. Once you apply all this value, you can find the answer for the torque. That is NBIA sin theta. So you will get the torque as 3.133 Newton meter. What is the unit of torque? That is Newton meter. So this is the torque, that is the magnetic torque on the current carrying coil. So we have to apply this much of counter torque in opposite side.